Here I am, standing in a room filled with rambunctious 7th graders. Peanut butter and jelly is flying everywhere. These 7th graders are just a few of the many people who donated their time to an Augsburg College program called Campus Kitchen. Today, the kids are out to make 200 PB&Js to donate to a homeless shelter.
How did the filming go outside?
This is Brian Noy. He's the head of Campus Kitchens, and he just organized today's activity. Really good.
They knew how to behave a little better than I do when the camera's in my face. Tried to ignore it.
Even though he's a little bit camera shy, Brian was generous enough to allow me and my trusty cameraman Connor to spend the week with Campus Kitchen. I mean, what is Campus Kitchen? What is it they do? Who benefits? Well, strap on your hairnets and I'll show you what we found out. It turns out that Campus Kitchens is actually one of 10 Campus Kitchen programs around the nation. Our program was launched back in October of 2003 by this pioneering group of Aggies. The original concept of Campus Kitchen was simple. Every day, our dining service has a lot of leftover food. Instead of tossing all that perfectly good food out in the dumpster, volunteers come in and deliver it to people in the Cedar Riverside and Phillips communities who might need a hot meal or a friendly visit.
I've been able to do both preparing meals.
This is Paul C. Pribenow, president of Augsburg College and one of Campus Kitchen's most prestigious volunteers.
Which is quite an experience to go into that kitchen and, where meals come out for hundreds of college students, but also then to see the kind of ingenuity and creativity that our student leaders bring to figuring out what to do with the leftover foods that they have available and turning those into meals. So that's always very meaningful.
All of the meal preparation takes place in the dining hall on Monday and Wednesday nights. Volunteers work side by side with the cooks who prepare meals for students, so it gets a little bit crazy back there. But the program has grown from its original concept. Not only does Campus Kitchen take donations from the dining service, it also takes donations from local businesses, co-ops, and farms. They're even working towards growing their own food in the Augsburg Community Garden.
We had this empty lot sitting over here on 20th Avenue that I always felt kind of barren, and we parked cars on it during the construction projects, but it wasn't really serving any need. And Brian and Tim Doctor got really excited about the possibility of an urban garden. And so we set off on that, and what I've been fun to watch is they're recruiting young people, junior high and other students, to come in and work on the garden. We're talking about the actual production of food that can be used in the campus kitchens, but really here's an extension of the kind of basic idea of campus kitchens to involve an even kind of larger circle of people.
So where exactly are all of these meals going? Every other Sunday, 250 meals are delivered to the Secure Waiting Homeless Shelter. Every Tuesday, 60 meals go to a youth program called the Brian Coyle Community Center. 20 go to the Healing Journey program at the Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center. The program provides support services to chemically dependent Native American women. On Thursday, 60 meals go to the Peace House Homeless Shelter, where volunteers join the low-income and the homeless for lunch, as well as a meditation. 40 meals go to the elderly. Campus Kitchen volunteers have extended visits with elderly individuals who live on their own. I was lucky enough to come along for one of those deliveries. This little lady is Anna Boyle. She's a student volunteer who showed me the ropes.
The people that we're delivering to are all, they all have some physical limitations, but they're all living independently. It's not like if we didn't bring a meal, they wouldn't eat tonight. First of all, it's nice to have a little help. They all say how nice it is not to have to cook one night out of the week. It's just kind of a relief. But also, like I said, this route is really, the social aspect is really important. So.
Hello.
Hi.
One of the great things for me in both my own volunteering for Campus Kitchens, but also in learning from the students and others that volunteer, is that they actually don't like when they just go out and deliver meals. They want to go and have the meal with someone, or they want to go and have a conversation with the people that they're having the meals with. And so that really shows me that it's both service, but it's also learning, because in those engagements with the senior citizens or with the high school students or with some of our other neighbors, they're really learning about people who are having a very different experience, but they're learning important things that will shape our own commitments and service to the world as we leave this place.